This city is so unbelievably underrated, and I don't use this phrase lightly, but it really is a hidden gem. When I told people that we were coming here, the general response was either, sorry, where is that? Or just simply, why? But this is how we spent day one in Baku, Azerbaijan, and like always, I'll include some prices in here and some recommendations. And if you haven't come across my channel before, then hi, I'm Emma, and I am literally always making travel content, and this is the very first stop in our mini Caucasus trip, so make sure to follow along. A really big part of moving to Dubai was so that we could do a lot more travel around Western and Central Asia, and Baku is only a 3-hour flight from Dubai. It's around 5.5 from London, but trust me, it would be worth it. When we landed into Baku, we got a bolt from the airport to the Airbnb, and this cost just under £4, which is around 9 manat. The Airbnb was interesting, and it was also a little way out from the city centre, so we dropped our stuff off and we walked all the way in. Fun fact about Baku, it's also known as the City of Winds because it is pretty windy all year round. Another fun fact about Baku is that it's the lowest lying capital city, sitting 28 metres below sea level. Bonus point to anyone in the comments who can tell me where the highest capital is. But anyway, Baku is such a gorgeous city to walk around. So clean, lots of trees, parks, lots of greenery, tons of unique shops and cafes, and so many cats. Lunch was a falafel wrap, definitely not a local delicacy, but it was only £8 for 2 wraps and 2 Coke Zeros. Then we found this cute, adorable little wine bar with an outdoor garden called Boho Tea Room. I would highly recommend. It was so peaceful sat outside there. You could hear the birds singing, it was dog friendly, and the best part, only £7 for 2 glasses of wine. We then headed off to explore the old city, and oh my goodness, this blew me away. Like I said earlier, I really don't know how Baku is not more popular than it is. And me and Dan talked about this all day long because there was barely any tourists around and it was so quiet, so peaceful, and the only thing that we could really put it down to is that it is a really long flight away from a lot of Europe. I really wanted to see the city from up high at sunset, so we went to the 360 bar at the Hilton Hotel. This bar actually rotates 360 degrees, so there is no such thing as a bad seat because you get to see the whole city. Seeing the flame towers light up at night was also so cool because it's a light show, so there are loads of different images. After that, we headed straight for dinner at this underground restaurant in Fountain Square called Nergiz. This does Azerbaijani food, so finally I was able to experience some local cuisine. And I think with these sorts of places, it's a really hard thing to be able to tell what's a tourist trap and what's an authentic local restaurant. But what I will say is the food was really nice. It was a beautiful setting, decorated with carpets, paintings, and old photos of the city. It definitely felt like a really unique experience. Baku really came alive at night. I don't know where everyone came from, but it was buzzing on a Saturday night. However, we were so tired from that 4 a.m. wake up, so we went to bed.